The 2022 World Cup came with high expectations for Brazil. After a historic qualifying campaign, considered one of the best of all time, there was significant optimism. However, the football displayed by the Brazilian national team throughout the cycle failed to convince. Structural issues such as the lack of quality fullbacks and a creative midfielder highlighted the weaknesses of a talented but unbalanced generation. Brazil's plays relied heavily on the flanks, with Vinícius Jr and Raphinha being the main offensive threats. However, any team capable of neutralizing these options made the game difficult, as Brazil's midfield created very little. Neymar was the great hope as always, but even he needed more support to shine fully. Another concern was the lack of matches against European teams before the World Cup. Brazil only faced South American opponents and struggled significantly against Argentina in the qualifiers. These signs hinted at the challenges that awaited in the tournament. The debut against Serbia began on a positive note, with a 2-0 victory, and a stunning goal by Richarlison, reigniting Brazilian fans' hopes. However, from that point on, performances were lackluster. Even with victories, Brazil didn't display convincing football. In the group stage, a defeat to Cameroon, albeit with a reserve squad, raised alarm bells. In the round of 16, the 4-1 win over South Korea seemed to reaffirm Brazil's favoritism, but many noticed that the opponent was limited and didn't truly test Brazil's capabilities. Everything pointed to a decisive showdown against Croatia, a team that, while not extraordinary, was experienced and knew how to handle stronger opponents. The quarterfinal against Croatia was tense from start to finish. Brazil faced a disciplined opponent that made it difficult to create chances and seemed ready to capitalize on any mistake. The Brazilian team appeared sluggish, struggling to find offensive alternatives. In extra time, Neymar delivered a moment of brilliance, scoring a spectacular goal after dribbling past the goalkeeper, seemingly securing Brazil's spot in the semifinals. However, immediately after the goal, Neymar noticed something was off. He tried to warn his teammates about their positioning. He saw too many Brazilian players pushing forward unnecessarily, leaving the midfield and defense exposed. It felt like a prelude to disaster. And disaster struck. Croatia capitalized on the spaces left behind with a deadly counterattack. Brazil's poorly positioned defense couldn't react in time, and Croatia equalized with a strike that stunned Brazilian fans. In the penalty shootout, Brazil's history worked against them. Alisson, who had struggled with penalties for the national team before, failed to shine. Croatia, on the other hand, was flawless, sending Brazil home and ending their World Cup dreams. The elimination was a heavy blow for Brazilian fans, but the pain wasn't over. Argentina, Brazil's arch-rival, went on to win the World Cup. Despite losing their opening match, the Argentine team displayed determination, resilience, and grit to claim the title. Led by Lionel Messi and with heroic performances from goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez, Argentina defeated the mighty France in the final, in one of the most thrilling matches in World Cup history. What stands out about this World Cup? Brazil's journey in the 2022 World Cup leaves many lessons and reflections. What stood out to you the most in this tournament? Was it Brazil's elimination, Argentina's victory, or another unforgettable moment? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the Brazilian National Football Team Forever channel, leave a like to help us reach more people worldwide, share with your friends, and activate the notification bell so you won't miss our future content.